Welcome everybody. In this coaching session, I'm going to explain to you guys how to consistently win as a mid laner. It covers the getting ahead in the early game, translating your lead, and making sure that you find the best quality and consistent plays so you can actually translate that lead and make sure you don't throw. Absolutely amazing session. If you have any questions about it, chuck it down below in the comments. Enjoy, boys. Bring it on, dude. What's going on?
Okay. Also about champion pool, because there's an extra channel, but I haven't got an answer yet.
Okay.
Because I'm Vladimir OTP, and I'm not sure. Every time Vladimir gets either banned or picked away, I have always, my game is very, very shit. I'm very bad at other mages because I'm so squishy.
So in the long term, do you want to keep playing Vladimir as an OTP?
Yes.
Okay, great. So in that case, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find a champion that is just not too hard and not too different from Vladimir. Now, kind of sucks because Vladimir is really unique.
Yeah.
He's extremely unique, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We just need to find a champion that does a very similar thing. A little bit of self-peel, a little bit of trading power, mid-range probably. Let's see what the options are. I think Veigar is an option. I think Galio is an option. I think Swain is an option. A lot of champs are like freakishly hard as well. I think Ahri is like a great complementary champion, but you're not going to learn this champion without you playing 200-300 games.
Yeah.
So that's going to take a longer time.
But I was thinking about Ahri as well. So far I've been playing Syndra, but
that's a disaster.
Ass at Syndra, it's disaster.
Yeah, disaster.
Well, I play Talon, but I feel like Talon is a very different role.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, look, you could do Ahri, but before it's remotely going to click, I think that it's going to cost 200 games. So if this is the journey that you want to go, prepare a second account, get reps in, and just do it for a longer term project.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the route you're going to go, or do you want to rather go the Veigar or Swain route?
I will probably try Swain for a few games, but I think Ahri sounds very interesting.
Okay. I think Ahri is a really good thing for you. If you're a Vladimir player and you learn the fundamentals of Ahri, your Vladimir is going to become better as well. Because Ahri approaches the game in such a different way that you're just going to learn new fundamentals that you've not really used to before.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay,
but
thank you.
Definitely use a second account because you are going to feed on your main.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Any other questions, man? Bring it on.
Yeah, I had a question about how to play if there's a Drake and the enemy gets first move and we don't have vision on where my opponent mid laner exactly move, because I feel like it's often bad to just run behind them, obviously, because I can't really face check bushes.
Yeah.
How to play that, or should I just get counter push and give up the objective? Or?
Yeah, probably. If you're late as Vladimir, pretty hard for you to run in because you got no mobility, right?
Yeah.
So more likely than not, it's a give angle. But what I recommend that you do is next time you find yourself in one of those positions, clip the 1 minute sequence, send it in the VOD questions channel, and you can then get some specific feedback on how to approach it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Okay.
Amazing. Any other questions, mate? Just bring it on, by the way. It's your session.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. But I think that's it for now, yeah.
Let's just have a crack, man. Like the fact that these games are one, it's okay. Since it's your first session, I'm going to spot some big 20%er strengths anyway.
Yeah, sure. Right? I'm very sure of that. And
Very
also one more thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you if you can specifically watch for my camera movement, because I recognize that I only play unlocked cam and I never lock it during the game. I only reroute it to myself. And I feel like sometimes I don't notice it while I'm playing, but when I'm watching the review now, I feel like sometimes I'm fighting half off screen and I'm not sure if it's a problem or not, because I'm not recognizing it myself in game.
Probably, I'm going to do an educated guess. Probably not a problem, but I'll take a look at it.
Yeah,
okay?
Thank you.
Amazing, dude. Let's bring it on.
Also, this game, I CS very bad in the early game. I feel like I did not win it because I played incredibly clean. I just didn't die much.
No problem, man. No problem. I'm not going to grill you. I'm not going to nitpick. This first session is just me trying to get an understanding of what your strengths and weaknesses are, big picture.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to ask you some...
Also, I know I didn't trade him good. I didn't space out his Ws well.
No problem at all.
I don't want to excuse myself already, but that are my thoughts going to this.
You know what it is? It's a culture thing. You're German, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You have no idea. Half the Germans coming in my sessions, they're all the same, man. They're just like you. So I'm just fine. It's totally fine, man. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so what's your plan in the lane, dude? What do you want to do?
I feel like it's a very good matchup. I always rush boots to don't get hit by WQ. I mean, he doesn't play electrocute, but still, it's a lot of damage. I think I should punish him way harder in the early than I did this game. I can probably slow push, hard push every wave, every 2 waves. In the early, I feel like I win past 6 as well if I play it well and I am not behind because I can pull his shurikens and his ult. So I think it's a good matchup and I can just play for 10 CS per minute and rotate for my jungler because I probably also have prio if I'm full life level 4 or 5.
Yeah, I like your positioning outside of the wave. You're standing away from the low health creeps, which is very smart. You're doing a pretty okay job with the slow push. Decent wave state. It's okay, man. That's happens to the best of us. Let's see what we do here on this wave. We grab up level 3 nice and early. Not bad. Very interesting trading pattern.
I wanted to go for the crit queue, but I didn't get it. I should have queued earlier, I think.
Yeah, I think the idea is good. I think if you walk up a little bit closer, it works. So I don't mind the idea.
Yeah. Oh, that was because I didn't see Amumu until his Q almost hit me.
No problem. You bought yourself a lot of time for the jungle that you have. Oh, your jungle just... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, look, not bad. I think that your jungle kind of went too deep here. You should just go back to camps. But we made the best out of it, honestly. I think that it's also not that bad because we killed the Z and the wave state's pushing towards you. So totally fine, in my opinion. Yeah. Totally fine.
Yeah, I also thought it was a good wave state and Z didn't get a kill. I was just frustrated that I didn't see Amumu there.
Makes sense. It was a pretty interesting gank. Level 3 Amumu gank is not extremely good.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's see if we can slow build this out. Pretty nice move position here outside of the wave. Not too bad. Great position here. I think one thing you can do on this minion, for example, knowing that he needs to CS the creep, I would stand a little bit more here to kind of like bait him into using his Q on this minion or trading onto us. Then he needs to make a decision between either getting the creep or trading. And if he trades onto us, we reactively W and we can win the trade.
Okay. I think I didn't have the balls for that, but I just need to believe I can double shuriken pool, probably, right?
Just try it. You're playing on 15 MS, German internet. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be totally okay.
I feel like I'm very bad at reacting. I feel like I'm very slow sometimes.
The only thing that stands out to me is that you've got a little bit low FPS. Next time, feel free to just turn Ascend into 720p. It's gonna be a little bit less heavy.
Yeah. I had like few frame drops during the game because of it. Okay.
Yeah, you can just turn it into 720, lower the bit rate. If you have any questions about it, we have the developer in this Discord.
Okay.
In the member support section, we got the auto recorder. It's a thread, I think. You can always ask for help in there, and he will give you the optimal settings for your PC.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, decent trading here. Very nice. This is good because he doesn't have R yet. Probably a good time to get a bit of fishing out right now. So you can step up.
I wanted to wait, I think, to ward Raptors until they spawn, but probably wrong choice. I could just. What would you ward? Just the top entrance of the dragon?
Look, I think if you can ward Raptors, that's optimal. Right? Warding Raptors is insanely sexy.
Instantly. I wanted to wait until they are up. That's why I didn't ward right now.
Oh, why? What's going through your mind there, man?
I thought I don't get... where would you exactly ward? Because I always, which is probably a bad ward, I always just walk up to the camp and ward inside the camp.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a better one where it's on the edge here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's the optimal one. But on the camp is also okay. But it's totally fine to drop it right now because you got to keep in mind that we knew Amumu's clear, right? Amumu is clearing top to bot. Okay? Yeah. So if we ward Raptors right now, what does that give us info about Amumu? The only place where he can be is topside. If it's up, right? If the Raptors start up. Because he's clearing top to bot simply.
Yeah. Okay.
So it means that we can just lean bot with a Raptor wards and we're always going to be safe. We're going to be reaching level 6. Echo wants to counter invade the Raptors. We're level 6. We should 100%. Ooh, Zed's also level 6. I don't know if we can play then. Do you have info on the enemy sub? Yeah, he's resetting. This is an interesting one, man. I don't know if we win this.
I wasn't sure as well. It was very stressful with this Echo. He was doing it a lot later on as well.
What do you do when you're unsure?
I think I often do nothing and just farm, but I probably should just do any call and see if it works.
You nailed it, dude. Just
Okay.
either tell this guy to fuck off from these raptors, or just completely send it and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? The worst thing you can do is what you're doing right now, is where you're just idling around and nothing happens. And now Echo just ran it down because he didn't expect the Z threat. And he kind of just died. And it wasn't really your call. And it was kind of like, we don't learn much from this, right?
True, but I could have pinged him that he has ult, okay.
Yeah. I think best play, not fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't contest it. We should just give, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Zed is a stronger skirmisher on 6 than we are. We need a bit more time.
I could have double ulted there.
Yeah, I think you could have. We died.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's okay. I don't think this is super important. Let's continue.
Yeah.
We get a bit more haste in the pocket.
Also, I feel like it's a personal weakness of mine when games are too chaotic, because I just want to farm and get good CS, and if much is happening, I feel like that are oftentimes situations where I int or overstay or just die to random shit.
Have you ever told your team that?
No, but I should probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because your team's not stupid, right? They also know what Vladimir does. You're playing a fucking diamond here. These guys they're good at the game. Okay?
Yeah.
The only thing that I see with a lot of players around this Emerald Diamond range is that they are just sometimes, they understand the theory, but it's really overwhelming for them to do that live during the game. So if you can just guide them with the decision-making process, that's when it's actually going to be easier for them to follow it up. They also want to win. So definitely try to communicate to the best of your ability, dude.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a personal weakness and not necessarily. Okay. I feel like some skirmishes are good to take, but I just don't like having many skirmishes in a game. And like both the supporters are mid-perma and stuff.
Okay.
Even if it's good for the game and I can turn it out, I feel like that's very stressful. And I much prefer games where I can just CS. But I mean, that's just the game.
Yeah.
And I wanted to flash on that there, by the way, but I don't know what I did. I was like waiting so long, so patiently to kill him, and then I just did whatever.
That's okay, man. So I think the most important thing to identify is League is just a fighting game, okay? We can't escape it. The only thing that we can like really decide is when to fight, and we can build the skill of learning to see what a good fight looks like and what a bad fight looks like, okay?
Yeah.
And this is kind of the game of League that we're playing. How do we play the best possible fights possible? That's what we're doing all the time. And we can learn that by reviewing the fights.
Okay.
Yep. Have you ever heard of the micro-macro review method?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay.
Couldn't recount it now by memory.
No problem. We've got a beautiful article here. I'm just going to link it to you. This is a very useful article. And at the bottom here, you see micro-macro review method. This is going to be your classic way of reviewing fights. And by reviewing like this, you're going to build pattern recognition. And if you do this over a course of 80, 90, 100, 200 fights, what's going to happen is that you're going to see very similar trends pop up in future games. Because you reviewed it and solved those fights in before games, you're going to be able to change your behavior during the future games because you've seen those situations before, and your brain's going to be like, don't approach it the way I did, but let's approach it in a new way.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's take a look here. What's going through your mind, man?
I am up very much on the Z, and I flash up. My bot is pushing hard, and my top is pushing hard, so I probably should get mid-prio soon. I am 500 gold off. No, I'm 110 off item.
You're going protobell, right?
Yeah. So
I think that's 500.
The wave set is good, but I don't want to freeze it, I think.
So how do we want to win the game from this position?
Outside.
What's our plan right now? How do we win the game from this point?
Well, that's a difficult question. I almost never think of that because I feel like Vladimir is oftentimes a win condition. So I would just look that my team doesn't int, that I get as much CS as possible. And if we don't int the game, then it should be very free because the enemy composition is very ass into Vladimir.
Okay, great. That is the backup plan. That's plan B. Fantastic. Okay, great. I love having a plan B. That is the reactive plan. Okay, I want us to be a little bit more proactive. And I want you to think in terms of fighting game. League is a fighting game, right? And the goal is to take good quality, just make the skirmishes and the plays go as consistent as possible in your favor. That's what we're trying to do all the time. So how do we win the next fight? And how do we lose the next fight? What are the key conditions?
Key conditions are probably that we don't get outmanned top or bot side.
Okay, numbers.
And we could have good vision and have a ward up, so I could get mid prio and ward probably top side because my jungler is pathing top side and Scuttle is probably up. And then we can fight there maybe.
Okay, so a quick way to lose the game is to play around this guy.
Yeah, okay.
Omega fat. Insanely fat. Okay? So if we fight around this Amumu, they can win. If we avoid this Amumu, currently with a winning bot and a winning top, we win.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
So avoid this Amumu.
Just play against the Amumu.
Yeah, get some vision on that guy, and then see if you can avoid him and play onto other fights. Of course, it's totally fine to isolate the lane, but if you see an opportunity, you should definitely take it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a beautiful reset on our item. We spotted the Amumu top side. Maybe we can get a little bit of vision into bot side here. And we just ate that guy. Nice. We're getting extremely strong now.
Yeah.
So, now we are the strong man. Okay? How does Vladimir want to win games? What is our identity as a champion?
I want to clean up fights, if possible. I'm a very strong side laner, so I probably want to swap next base. I want to get as many resources as possible. So eat every jungle camp I can, eat every CS I can. I have no TP. But I want to team fight, so I should probably always get side prio and then rotate and hover.
Yeah, there we go. You have a pretty good idea. So Vladimir is a very R-bound fighter, right? Our ult is extremely important to fight because it gives us the healing and the damage increase, right? It's AoE. Yeah. It's just OP. We're a really good side laner. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to start combining side laning while being present for the fights. So where is the next fight going to happen? Drake, exactly. So we want to play Drake and make sure that we have our ult up. So right here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see that.
This was a big fucking problem here.
Okay, yeah. I see that.
Very nice that you can 1v1 this guy. You just got yourself 200 gold. But you lost your R, you lost your flash, you lost your ignite. Vladimir is super sunbound, right?
Yeah, very, very flashed.
Very important to keep your suns up. So this I would not do in my own games.
Okay.
Good that you're aware of it. Good that you have a laugh about it as well.
Yeah.
Wow, the Storm Raiders is so good on Vladimir. Actually, it's might even be better than Phase Rush on him.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's still worse than Conqueror, but I like it very much on mid lane. And the cooldown is so low.
Yep, this is fine. Looks like we get the Drake. Yeah, I think you're sometimes so let's understand our usage in the lane, okay?
Yeah.
Let's really break this down. Your R has a beautiful tool that can allow you to take insane trades, right? Because you heal from it and you deal extra damage onto the enemies. It's a very good trading tool. The only thing is that you gotta keep in mind, it's also your team fighting tool. So how do we find the balance between when to use it for the lane versus when to use it onto the map? This is what I call lane control. If you are not in a position where you're able to control the lane yet, aka you're behind or you're even, then it's extremely good to use your R in the lane because you can then either get a really good trade or you can then get a snowball going that's going to allow you to get permanent lane control afterwards. Yeah. Okay? If you are already ahead, your mindset should not be to break this guy further. Your mindset should actually be, how can I translate my lead onto the map? Okay? That's way more valuable.
Yeah. Do you think in this case, because I was watching Drake and it was very free Drake and I wanted to, with my R, to just pressure him away so I can get the turret for free and reset and go side? Is that still bad or?
Okay, it's a fine thought process. Let's see the alternative, right? The alternative is we can do the exact same thing without ult because this guy the longer we keep him this low HP, we don't need to force him on a reset. Matter of fact, I don't want him to reset. The longer he stays on the map, the better it's going to be for us.
Okay.
Because how can he play the game when he needs to go in to deal his damage with his ult and he's half HP? He's going to get insta one-shot.
Yeah.
So the enemies are playing 4v5.
Yeah, but I didn't know where Amumu was, and I wanted to preserve W for more than I wanted to preserve ult, because I feel like Amumu can one-shot me if he flash Qs me here anywhere.
So why don't we preserve both?
I'm not sure about that. Okay, yeah, I see that.
You see where I'm getting now, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
I think I value my ult. I don't value it enough by a far margin.
Absolutely. That's right.
Okay.
So, and the reason why that's the case is because you're not thinking enough about these neutrals. Because after this dragon, I see a new fighting opportunity. Imagine if we force a 4v4 on this next neutral objective. With R up, we just win the game on the spot.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I would do. I would keep my R and see if we can force on Rift with the team.
Yeah.
And what I would do after this reset is I wouldn't go bot. Going bot is a quick way to risk throwing the game.
Oh, I think they all die, by the way. I think my whole team dies.
Yeah, no shit, because you're going bot without TP.
Yeah.
When the neutral objective is up.
Yeah.
This is a classic.
Yeah. I see that.
Right? So a bit of a mindset thing to keep in mind, right, is if you're running no TP, which you're going to do very often on Vladimir, make sure that you are on the side of where the action's happening. And if you cannot be there without TP, you risk your team inting the game. Okay? So in this case, we completely sacrifice bot. It's not important bot. We just go through mid, play into top, and we're going to fight as a team right there. And what happens if Ashe starts pushing and hits this turret and we lose a wave? No problem, because in the meantime, we've secured Herald and we're just going to bombard mid or bombard top. And we're just going to trade in cross map.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, their Kata absolutely smurfs that fight.
Let's identify this. Oh yeah, Amumu Kata combination. That's powerful.
Yeah.
That is powerful indeed. I like your deployment. Reset into top. Very good. I like this as well. What do we have? Yellow ward. Where do we place it?
I don't think that was the conscious decision. I don't even know why.
Look, I love you having yellow ward up, right? Yellow ward is amazing. We just need to use it in the Spey lights.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so Drake is the next objective, right? What we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to chill top. We're going to push with the boys. And the moment Drake spawns, that's when we're going to rotate into bot side. We're going to play strong side bot. And we're going to create a team fight with R around Drake. Zero room for error. You will never lose that fight.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think I shouldn't go in there. I didn't notice my whole team disengaging or dying.
Yeah, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Yeah.
The problem here is that it's not a good fighting spot, right? You guys can't connect. What you should do is you should not engage in a fight right here. The only place you're happy engaging into fights is right here if they cross this line.
And wait, I don't see it because of your face cam.
I'm just going to write it out like this here. So if they cross this line here.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't go deeper because there's no follow-up. We can't follow up and they're in the chokes.
I thought my thought process about this fight was that if they enter the choke point and I can flank, then we might win because I have Rabadons. But I feel like my team died and then they could push behind the choke point and I could find a really good engage there.
Yeah, because who's going to stop them?
Should I beat their early or should I just don't fight it?
Exactly. So they strike when you're trying to run around, right?
Yeah.
And you're very immobile in that regard. They're with a pretty low value ulti, and that's why the fight actually loses.
Yeah.
It took too late. You should have just been right there and just let them come into you. You got to keep in mind that you're not in a position of pressure. All you need to do is just play this neutral with your ult, and you're just going to win the game.
Okay.
Right? So it's up to them to make a comeback play.
Yeah.
It's the same as being... Okay, the way I want you to view it is you're playing, you know football, right?
Football?
Of course you know football.
Yeah, I know football.
Of course you know football. Okay, so imagine this. Germany versus France. Your Earth enemies, right? Your nemesis. It's you guys are 80 minutes into the game and you're up 3-0, right? Only 10 minutes left. And then you just fucking start tackling the enemies, getting red cards, and you just lose 3-4. That's what you're doing right now.
Okay, yeah,
Okay?
I see that.
Good. So you need to all you need to do is just defend, 0 risk, and you're going to win.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, a general mindset is like the further ahead you are, the less risky plays you want to make. And the further behind you are, the more okay it is to take risks.
Okay.
Okay. We are on the bot side here with Nash up, but we get a nice pick here. Not too bad. We shift into mid. We go top side. So I see that there's a lot of times where you and your team are just on a different game, right? Playing, right?
Yeah.
And the solution to this is actually deploying true mid here. So a general thing to keep in mind is that you and your team, you don't want to be playing 3 lanes. You always want to be playing 2 lanes. 3 lanes is too much. It's extremely hard. Everyone's vulnerable to getting engaged upon. So which 2 lanes do you want to play in this position coming from base?
Top mid.
Top mid, because Baron's next, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So where the fuck is our team going into bot side?
Yeah.
Where are they going? What is this Nautilus doing?
Yeah.
He's trying to flank or something like that. He's trying to do something proper, but it's just not the right play. What you need to do the moment you come from base is you need to identify, what's the next objective? Put yourself on the side of the neutral, basically strong side, and then communicate to your team that you want to do that, plus that you want them around you. That's it.
Yeah, but I think my thought process was that someone has to be top if we want to play around mid and top.
Yeah.
So that's why I went top, and I think I pinged Baron and I wrote that I wanted to do Baron.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what if the Yasuo walks bot here. Should I just not go for the play, or what should I do?
Yasuo's complete weak side. That's fine. What we need to do is we need to get topside vision control. How do you get topside vision control?
Push.
Push? Where?
And have these Porter there. Push the top and mid waves and use the tempo to get it wards.
Very good. We need to push mid.
Ah, okay.
Okay, because mid push forces someone to respond. We can then walk in together as a team. If you're top, your Nauti can't walk in because you're isolated.
Okay, yeah. Understand.
Okay, so you need to deploy true mid into topside, then you catch top wave. What's going to happen to this? Let's just think about it. Thought experiment, visualization. If you move mid right now, and Katarina sees you push out this mid lane wave and move into topside, she needs to stop sieging. She can't do anything besides crash this wave. You lose 3 minions, but you remove all the risk again.
Yeah, but wouldn't she get the full turret if we go through mid?
Really good question. If you move through mid, you get pry on this wave, and then you move into topside, and she hits turret, she's going to get collapsed upon, she dies, free Baron.
Okay.
That's the power of deploying through mid. It cuts off side lane pushes because you need mid prio to push side. Otherwise, you can't push side safely.
Yeah, I see that. Because after I push 2 waves top, then mid lane has no prio for us. And I
Yes, you can't play the fucking game because you have no mid prio. That's why you got to go through mid into topside vision, into top. And you just sack 1 wave to get deeper push later. It's like an investment.
Okay.
All right?
Do you do that? Okay, yeah, okay. And I do that when my team is not already pushing the side, but they are on around mid. Then I go also through mid. And what would I do here if Yasuo is top? Oh, then I would also probably go mid.
Yeah, just sack bot. If you get mid push, what's going to happen is that the enemies are also forced to run away from bot, because if you fork into bot, it scares them away. And that means that bot play is dead, and all you need to do is just push mid again into topside vision control. Bots, whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's very interesting.
And if someone's bot, we just start Nash. Just start it.
Okay. I've never thought about that. That's very good.
Beautiful. That's my job, man. That's why you're here. If I couldn't teach you anything, then there wouldn't be any value, right? Fantastic. Awesome. So really big key trends that we are seeing, right, is that you are sometimes desync from your team, which leads to inconsistencies and risk factors. That's just basically what's going on. So I got an extremely clear learning objective for you. Before I go into that, do you have any other questions for me?
Let me look at my document. No, I would just maybe about the camera. Did you have any notes?
Oh yeah, no, totally fine. I've seen 0 issues. Great camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Very good question. Okay. I'm going to give you an in-game learning objective and an out-of-game learning objective, okay? So you know exactly what to do and exactly what to review. I'm going to just spit it out for you, and all you need to do is copy it, okay?
Yeah.
Great. In-game, I want you to start turning this into a little bit of a habitual process. Step 1, I want you to start identifying the next neutral objective every single time that you move from base, the moment you hit about level 7. level 8, something like that. Okay? Do you know what a lull state is?
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. The best and my favorite lull state is when you deploy from base into mid or from base into side. This is when you have the most amount of time to actually think about the game. So in this position, that's the perfect time to do this. Identify next neutral objective. Then I want you to put yourself around the strong side, around this neutral objective with your R up, because that's when we are strong and we want to fight around these neutrals. So make sure that you then get vision around the neutral and that you are on strong side, not on weak side, because that's when you're going to be isolated.
Yeah.
And step number 3, communicate. Okay. Every deployment, I want to see a ping from you.
Okay.
And this is going to be a good thing because we can review that as well. But I want to just show you one example so you know what that looks like.
But wait, I have one question about the second point. You said that I should put myself around the strong side or the objective side and get vision. But should I also almost always do it through mid?
That depends. If you already have vision, you can deploy into side. If you don't have vision yet, then you need to go through mid and walk your support into the other side of the map.
Yeah.
So let's take a look here at this mid game here. So I take a reset. You see that in the chat, I am pinging the next neutral objective. This is what I want to see every single time in your game. Okay?
Yeah.
This is the cornerstone of macro. A tool that can help you is, do you have a sticky note?
Probably around here somewhere, yeah.
Great. Pick one up, write on it, what's next, and I want you to paste this sticky note on your monitor underneath your minimap here.
Yeah.
Okay? So every time you look at the minimap, you're going to be reminded to get yourself in that action. And if we do this for 3-4 weeks, we're going to build the habit to consistently get this process going.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is your in-game learning objective. All clear?
Yo.
Out of game. This is where it's going to get interesting. So in the review, I want you to pick one random deployment when you move from base, and I want you to see and double check if you are actually pinging or not.
Okay.
Okay? And what you're going to find is that at the beginning, you're probably going to forget a few times. But the longer you do this, around week 2, around week 3, you're going to start seeing that you're going to become a whole lot more consistent. If it's still inconsistent after 2 or 3 weeks, send me a DM and we need to then patch some stuff up and make it that it's easier for you to understand.
Yeah.
Okay? This is step 1 of the out-of-game review. Step 2, this is a little bit more of an interesting one. Every single time that your team takes a fight without you being able to join, you need to investigate that. Okay?
Okay.
So create a little bit of a benchmark. I think you can create benchmarks on Ascent in the game. You can also just remember it, and then in the review, remember, okay, there was this fucking awkward position at Baron where my team was fighting me and I was on bot. Let's just go 30 to 60 seconds back in that review and then actually figure out how comes I wasn't ready where my team was. Why did they take the fight? And what could I have done to be present with my team or prevent them from taking the fight? Okay? And there's 2 ways to go about that. You can either adapt yourself and embrace reality and join towards your team, or you can communicate better so that they actually don't engage in the fight. These are your 2 solutions.
Yeah.
Okay?
But are there ever any situations where we want to fight and I am in side lane getting value if they overcommit for the fight?
Then they don't want to fight. Then you got to communicate back.
Okay. Yeah. So they should hover around the fight and see if there are 4 or 5 people, and then if there are 5, they go back and I get value side.
Bingo. There we go.
Okay.
That's right. And that's mainly something you do when you're behind. When you're ahead, you generally want to fight.
Okay.
Final thing. VOD questions. How do we start utilizing the VOD questions? The VOD questions is the most, number 1, OP thing of our coaching program. Okay? This is where you're going to get a lot of value. What I need you to do is do once a day, once of these positions that you want to review where your team's taking a fight without you. Clip that sequence of a minute and a minute and a half. Send it in the VOD questions channel. And then one of the coaches is going to give you some feedback specifically on that clip. And that is going to speed up your learning journey tenfold. Because you're then going to get external visualization. And it's a lot easier for you to understand the patterns. Maybe you missed a thing or 2 and your learning just goes way faster.
Okay.
Awesome, dude. Any other questions for me?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Amazing, dude. Really fun session. Thanks for coming by. And if you have any other questions, dude, don't be shy to hit me up in DMs, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Awesome, mate.
Have an amazing day.
Thanks, brother. Good luck in games.